Oh, hello, people. My name is Kale Boss. The only boss. Oh, wait, what else? Have you heard? Wait, do you know that Taptap Send is live in Texas? Oh, you didn't know? We went to New York. Now we are live in Texas. So people in Texas and around, all you have to do is to download Taptap Send. Yes, Taptap Send has become the most unique, secure, and fast way of sending money across the world to your loved ones anywhere. Okay, so download Taptap Send on Google Play Store or App Store. And when you're in Texas or around, you just have to put in the code TXGH. What did I say? TXGH, and you get $10 for your first transaction you make. Mahama Media, Texas, you drew her. Very soon we'll conquer everywhere. Download Taptap Send now on Google Play and App Store. Taptap Send, it's secure, convenient, easy, and fast.
Everybody check now. Check it. Check it. Check it. Check it. The beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it, check it. For check it, check it. For check it, for check it, check it, check it. Green select glucometer, check it. For check it, check it, check it. Put sugar level for check it. For check it, check it, check it. For check it, check it, check it, check it. Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
We have to wrap up on a good note here on Sammy Flex TV Friday evening on show, and I have my gentlemen seated for us to do some chit chat. It's actually going to be a conversation among friends, among people with like minds. Then right after, we can hang our boots and go for a week. The weekend break is going to be a long one because I have so many activities in there. I have some interviews here in Accra, some on the phone in Kumasi. I have some one or two places we also go to. I have to go somewhere and send people to do something. Some invitation from some media to attend shows. So many activities happening around me here and there. And as it stands now, I feel like I can do my and activity. What else can we do? You do this industry same way. My name is Sammy Flex. This is Showbiz Daily, and Showbiz Daily this evening is with Roland Amate, who is in the middle. He is with Shagzy. He is with Shatta Movement Empire. Roland reports, as well as Team Do Solomon and Extreme End, our online manager here at Flex Entertainment Limited. And again, he is the guy to go to when you want your streaming, your monetization, everything digitalization like Baumia.
This one is not like Baumia.
Yeah, he's a digital person, so you can go to him to
he talks digital. Me, I do the practice.
Okay. Baumia talks digital, but he said he's going to give us a new streaming app in Ghana.
He doesn't know what he's talking about.
What do you mean?
I mean,
why do you want to insult the vice president, who is going to be president very soon?
I'm not insulting him. That is not feasible.
What is not feasible? Yesterday, I'm coming on. Yesterday, I took Kwamina Force and sent me some details.
It is not realistically no government in.
Force sent me there. It says. Baumia's vision for the creative arts. Number one, introduce digital and streaming platforms for our artists to make tourism and the creative arts a growth pole in Ghana. 2. Tax incentives will also be provided for film producers and musicians. 3. Implement a visa on arrival policy for all international visitors to Ghana, and has recently been implemented by Kenya. Oh, third one there. Third one.
Wow.
No, third one. We need. Wow. Well, Chemo, so okay, here's the first one. Introduce digital and streaming platforms for our artists to make tourism and the creative arts a growth pole in Ghana.
And now it sounds something else. I thought they said that they are going to create a platform, not introducing. They said they order that now if you push them too much, they will say that, oh, it's the one that we already know, so we are just going to find a way for people to get on it. And that one is easy to do. The one that I saw, it was like they are going to create a streaming platform for the artists, and for that one it is not possible. That's why I said he doesn't know what he's doing. They can say something around it that is more feasible or possible to do, but to create a platform, it is not possible, because just creating a platform doesn't make it important to the artist. Like any of the artists, they can create their own platform. It's nothing serious to do. But how to benefit from creating the platform is where the issue is. I mean, a lot of people, including the Chinese, the Americans and others, they have created a lot of platforms and they are struggling to get people on board. The first barrier entry is the competition available already. YouTube is far gone. YouTube is ahead of everybody. Now, if you want to compete, you have to do something extra that YouTube will not give you. And if you want to go there, it will involve paying artists to even be on the platform. Now, I can guess that there are some streaming platforms who are willing to pay over $1 million for some artists to be on their platform. And do you think Ghana government will give, let's say, Sako, Shatta, Wale and Stonebwoy, they will give each person $1 million just to be on the platform? No,
they won't spend that.
They won't. And there are some companies who will give Shatta, Wale, Sako, or Stonebwoy that money not to be on the government platform. So how is it going to work? It won't work, because they will buy them exclusively. So one, government can't compete. They can't. They won't spend any money to bring people on that platform. So it will be a useless platform. Again, you need to spend money to maintain the platform. And the money for you to maintain the platform is not cheap. And I don't see the government of Ghana spending that much, over like millions of dollars to maintain the platform. So if you say you are going to create platform for artists so that they will go global, no, it's a joke. You can't do it. You can just create the platform, but it will not serve any purpose. So you don't even have to think of it. And if I have to give example, even MTN couldn't do it. MTN, they have all the resources to create the platform.
Tigo created Visa.
For Tigo, it was even a collaboration, but they couldn't even penetrate. And then MTN created their own platform. They couldn't get creators to be on board. They couldn't, because the money that the creators were asking for, they can't pay.
They couldn't give them.
Yes, even for them who are money oriented or a
well-to-do company,
that they want to make money, still they couldn't invest so much to make the platform relevant. How much more government agency? So for me, they can say this is the cheapest one that I thought they can work on it. If they have been able to lobby Facebook to take tax from Ghanaians who are advertising on the platform, I think it will be easy for them to lobby Facebook to monetize Ghanaian content. They can sit with Facebook.
As in content coming from Ghana.
Content coming from Ghana. now they have given access to some countries to monetize their content. In Africa here, I think Morocco, South Africa, and Egypt.
They have that facility.
Yes.
Okay.
So why don't you go and talk to Facebook that I want my people to also monetize their content? At least Ghanaians watch, so that Ghanaians creators can also make money out of it. That is easier to do than
so that you, the government, can also
even take tax.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's so easy to do than to create a platform that people will come there and make it relevant. And even how to make money on it. If Shatta Wale comes on that platform, how is he going to make money from it? It's either you advertise there or you take a fee for people to stream or have access to that content. And it's not cheap. It's not easy. If you decide to advertise there, you are going to compete with Facebook, YouTube, now TikTok,
Spotify,
all those platforms. So if I have money to advertise my product, do you think I will spend it on government platform or those platforms for positive result or for the result that I'm looking for? People are paying huge amount of money to advertise on YouTube so that they will get views that they can brag about it. Yeah. And no, I won't pay that money to YouTube. I will go and pay it to the government platform that nobody knows. I won't do that. So creating a platform will not work. In fact, it is not possible. So if they talk about creating a platform for musicians, it's like non-starter. They don't know what you're talking about.
The fundamentals.
It's very weak. if they decide to go that direction, it means the fundamentals are very, very weak. They can go around it. They can say something that is so easy to do than to say that I'll create a platform for musicians. So the advisors, the industry people who are advising Vice President Bawumia at this time, I think they have failed us. They have to go back and tell him. And if
that point was a cheap point.
Yeah, and they can consult some of us for us to give them a better alternative than what they are saying. Because what they are saying is either they are lying to us or they don't know what they are talking about. But I don't want to go the direction that they are lying to us. So I will take it that they don't know what they are talking about.
Well, this is not one of our main topics though, but let me also ask Roland if he has interest in this, that he would want to put in a word or two about Bawumia's statement that when he is voted, listen to this, when he is voted, so until he's voted there, he will keep you guys doing the same thing you are doing, but when he's voted, then he can come up and do some of these things. So vote for him so we get the best of content and other stuff.
As I mean, I am totally disappointed in our people who made these recommendations to them for them to come and tell us. You know, before they prepare some of these lectures or speech, they consult each department on the things that they want or they would need to make their industry thrive. The agriculture sector will bring their own this, and we as the creative arts people, we definitely have representatives who are going to make certain recommendations that they would come and tell us to win our vote and all of that. Okay. And this is what they were able to recommend. That's very cheap. In fact, I don't know where to place this. Whether because near Fata, this one doesn't even qualify. Say no, like it doesn't fit in any. Like it's this. I don't know. Going to create, and when they say they are going to introduce streaming to Ghanaian artists, who says Ghanaian artists in this modern day and age don't know about streaming? Everybody knows about streaming, but the only thing they are not able to do is their music royalties. That is the most important thing to them now as we speak. What is streaming? Which artists don't know how to market? If you are an artist and you don't know how to market your songs, or you don't know about streaming platform, it is your own ignorance. You are simply not ready for the market or for the job. Okay. That's why you don't need a government agency or somebody in government to come and do a seminar and tell you this is how you stream your song. No, it is your own ignorance. In this modern day age, you have smartphone, you are able to go to the studio to record, then you don't know how to upload your song on DSPs. Then what use are you in the music scene? because these are the basics. The only thing they can do is the royalties, is to assess their royalties to their body of works.
Yeah, and that is where the difficulty
That is where the difficulty is. The musicians don't need anything in particular, like in quotes. All they need is for them to fix their royalty system. How they can get their royalties from the works that they are doing. That is the huge problem here. But you bypass it to come and say you introduce streaming platforms for them to use it to do what? So are you now the one going to advertise Spotify to Ghanaian artists? Or you are the one going to advertise Boomplay to Ghanaian artists?
Bao music.
No, it is. No, you see, it is
going to create their own.
It is still a monster.
That's what I'm saying. Bao music.
All that amount of money that even if truly they would even want to do it, or they even want to do it, all that money that is going to be wasted in creating a streaming platform in the name of you want to help musicians should rather be channeled to the royalty sector, which can help them get their royalties. When they were sharing royalties lately, how much did some people get?
Oh, others got very low.
Because the system is not right. Why don't you spend money in building that particular system?
They even pay money to advertise their product on Facebook.
Yes.
They pay to boost.
So
they pay taxes.
No,
and you are not going to scrap that tax.
My own is why don't you fix some of these? This is basic. That's what I'm saying. I'm disappointed in the people that gave them that recommendation. It is either they don't even know what the industry is about.
And that's where they also get their money.
So you make at least, even if you see you are chopping, we know you are chopping the money, but at least recommend something that if tomorrow they come and say and they don't even do, we know you were able to give them what they were supposed to do. At least, not just anything. It said here microphone was studio and now by me who say as a ensure no mo see am dey ensure 3 no dey be ensure back over like you bet me akasa for ensure ni.
When what we need is not water.
No, you know pass what they need is not the introduction of a streaming platform. These people who made the recommendations, they know. Unless they want to tell us it is people who are alien to our industry who gave them those recommendations. Then we understand that they don't even know what they are talking about. And the last one, that's the second one here.
But let me be sure.
The tourism.
That was the last one.
The second one was incentive to the movie industry. The producers.
The incentive to creative film.
Incentives. We also provided for film producers and musicians.
That's we know it is not true. It will not be done. It has never been done.
Incentives.
It has never been done. See, this particular
incentives.
This particular statement pick from your friend saying 2000 manifesto of all the political parties, not only MPP, all the political parties in this country, all of them have this. From 2000, all of them have this. All of them have this. And none of them have been able to do it. None of these two parties that have ruled this country, both of them have this statement in their policies. Yet none of them have been able to do it. So you are just repeating, like actually it's not one able playback. The last one to the
and then
visa.
But you also want
visa on arrival to the people coming. I don't know why they gave some people some time ago.
What is the maximum?
Exactly.
Read a creative.
They will come and spend.
They will come and spend, and you guys will link up.
From Kenya. Oh my God!
I think Mr. Forsen, he's also part of the industry.
Yeah, he is.
I don't know how closer he is to Baumia.
Oh, I'm sure he's very close.
Then he should tell him to review this part of.
I'm sure he's very close.
This one, their own work, and let's introduce. Pushing for Ghanaians to get their content monetized.
Monetize that, yes.
On Facebook. That one is so feasible than what they are talking about.
Or even let's raise the money.
I bet you, the content creators in Ghana will be very happy if that thing is done.
Exactly, because
And they will make money
so
as
many
well.
people are just struggling to get their content monetized.
Monetized.
There are certain features that we don't have on our apps
Based on where you
based on our location. If you are able to find this, as much as you are making some conversations about people coming to Ghana to do some of these events and it's helping us, these are some of the things that you can also foster. Go to these apps, speak to them, let them know the reason why they should open that particular feature in this particular region. Give them proper data and look and see if people will not campaign for you, or people will not even see that you are trying to do something good for them.
The existing ways, they don't want to utilize them.
No.
They are saying something.
Just look at the existing ways, advance on them to the benefit of the people.
Yes.
That is all.
And you want to come up with
The
something
royalty
that you
system
can't
is
do.
manual. Bring it to automatic. This one is working, but we need an advanced feature. Why don't you have a conversation to do it? No, but you want to bypass all of that and go and start from scratch and create another thing that probably will not even see daylight like the National Cathedral.
You see why NDC, for instance, you will not see something like this in there. I think people there, somebody like Baba Sadiq, I think if he hears it, he will tell them that, hey, they will take us for a joke. Don't put this.
Don't put it there. Yeah.
That's why I'm saying that I don't want to say that they are lying to us. They don't know what they are talking about. They don't know what they are.
They are not lying, but they don't know.
Oh yes.
Okay, so you are saying something you don't know.
Yeah.
What it means there, you take it. You are saying something you don't know.
Oh no, for them they think
it is not lies. They just don't know.
No, yes.
Let's move on to do other things, and I love my next story as well. But before that, let me say thanks to Digital Rasta, his called Currency, doing our camera for us. Richie Flex is the editor director of the show. And just so you know, Taptap Send is here, making sure that you can send money from abroad via Taptap Send. They have introduced the wallet. The wallet is just to help you to get some good rates. Anytime the rate is high, you change your money, you save it in the rate in the wallet, and when you want to send money to Ghana, even when the rates are down, you still get the same value when it was high. That is the Taptap Send wallet. Remember to use the promo code in all your dealings with Taptap Send. That is Sammy Flex. Use the promo code Sammy Flex in all your dealings, and you surely thank me later. Now let's come back home and continue with what we've got to do. Firestick is a fashion critic, a Ghanaian who lives abroad, and for the past years, I can tell you in all honesty that he has been very brutal on Ghanaian musicians, in the sense that when the ordinary Ghanaian musician takes up any fashion role, he comes out to either condemn the person or to praise the person. That is if he's been praising more people than he condemns. And this has been his modus operandi all these years. As it stands now, he's even taking it away from fashion. This time around, he is attacking artists, or he's talking about celebrities or talents and their personal growth, personal goals and achievements. Why am I saying this? Not long ago, Stonebwoy said he would want to feature Rihanna. And this particular conversation he had with Rick Ross, who is an American-based musician, globally acclaimed musician. Out of this, the conversation went out. Rick Ross confirming that he can connect Rihanna to Stonebwoy, and because of that, he should just keep fingers crossed and let's see how it will go. We woke up and Firestick was on Stonebwoy's neck, pressing him why he should mention Rihanna as the artist he wants to feature when there are other easy to reach options. This has really gone very far. In fact, there are some people who have even read some meanings into something Stonebwoy posted on his Snapchat, where he was talking about the fact that you live abroad doesn't mean you know everything, and remember that you got your visa from, like, so many things, and they are pointing at some of the things Firestick said. And on the other hand, I hear Kevin Taylor has also been firing. The people think that, oh, Stonebwoy is talking to these people. Now, when I see some of these things, I see them as total disrespect, especially the way the guy spoke, how he said this is someone's dream, someone's wishes. even whether we think the dream is a big dream or a small dream, to come out the way he did is making me ask myself so many questions about how we talk about our creatives, especially at the time that we are looking forward for them to win some laurels for the country and to even achieve some more. I want us to watch a portion of the video in which Firestick was talking to Stonebwoy, and how you also see it. You tell me how you feel about that video. You tell me. Let's watch this. I'll be right back.
It's all about Ghana. But this one question I want to ask you. If you could collaborate with one artist on this side and not Rose, it's all about Ghana. But this one question I want to ask you. If you could collaborate with one artist on this side and not Rose, if you could collaborate with one artist, because you never know, that might be a phone call Rose could make. We
Of
never
course.
know. Who would that one artist be?
Jeez. Oh, who's that gonna be? Who's that gonna be? I think that's gonna be Rihanna for me. I've always said that. Taylor Swift. I've always said that. I've always wanted a Taylor or Rihanna. Yeah. Let's take it to the females, you know what I'm saying? On the male side, it's got to be you, and then on the female side, it's got to be Rihanna or Taylor Swift. For now.
Man. Rihanna, I'm most definitely with you. I'm absorbing that Rihanna energy, and you know, as far as the collaboration with you and Boss, we could get that done this week.
Whoa! The
I'm
whole
talking
world
about,
just head down. We're gonna get
and the only reason I'm not
achievable names. Oh, but Busum Ding, Busum level, music gods. They're my names you won't mention. Oh, nah. You see, because you're not surrounded by solid guys. OG, Jimmy, OG, where follow back? OG, follow back. Where you put follow back for that position. The name be into besides OG, why now? Who make we? I also say Rihanna. Yeah, Rihanna, Rihanna, for the girl, move to the girl. Rihanna. Onyimu. What three? A bet they can in a studio. A bet they can. 2 days already. I think yeah. Make it go studio go do. Ah boy. Charlie. A bet they can. What three? Make you go studio go do. Ah boy. Ashiamankana, I love you. Come on. Sound yourself with real niggas. Niggas with my mind open. With niggas with the no wagwan. Conscious niggas. No be happy Jimmy, yes man. Because obviously that fucking idiot. Imagine Rihanna for you.
When I see some of these videos, honestly, I get so sad, because these are talent who are selling their brands. These are talent who are pushing their trade. And even in the matter for discussion now, someone's dream, someone's desire, someone's plans, why should it be a problem for you? I can't think, family. Chabu, maybe you can start this.
Yeah.
How do you react to this attitude of Firestick and Stonebwoy's desire to work with Rihanna?
It's funny and sad at the same time.
Okay.
It's funny because of the way the guy reacted to the video, and then it's sad because I won't have problem if you think what he is wishing for or what he is asking for is not achievable or he can't do it. I mean, that's your opinion, and you have every right to share your opinion. But the way he did it, it's not like he has any better reason to say whatever that his opinion is. Like he has nothing. He is so empty, but he thinks that he is saying all the things to say that it's okay for him to do whatever that he did. I think his opinion, to borrow his own words, is Banku. It's Banku opinion.
It's
Banku opinion. Yes. this was a conversation between Stonebwoy and Rick Ross, and it was Rick Ross said, so among all artists, he didn't take some people out. He didn't say that you can't get Rihanna, you can't get Taylor Swift, you can't get certain people. Which of the artists do you want to collaborate with? He didn't take anybody out. And Stonebwoy has every right to mention any name, any artist on this planet Earth that he wants to do a collaboration with. So first of all, Stonebwoy is within his right to say whatever that he said. You will be within your right to disagree or say that this one.
No, disagree, Crampo saying. Like to also have another opinion.
Yes.
That is it.
Yes. The point I'm trying to make is, you can say that, okay, my dream is to work with Rihanna.
Exactly.
And then I will look at you and I say, nah, Stonebwoy, I think you are going too far. You may not get it. Hey, why don't you go for lower artist or class? Why whatever artist? Like, that's me. Like, I can suggest something to you like that. Yes. In that case, I'm not really saying that you can't wish for it. I'm just telling you alternative that I think you deserve or you can get. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you go the way that this guy went, then that's where the problem is. It's like he's insulting him, he's insulting the person closer to Stonebwoy, and meanwhile he's not saying anything reasonable for us to say that, well, maybe he has a point. He's not saying anything, he's just insulting Stonebwoy for no reason. And we can't do it like that, especially if you want to be a critic in the entertainment space. At least show some form of maturity and be reasonable for us to say that, yes, you are saying something intelligent or something or that we may disagree with you, but that's your opinion. But this one, he has no opinion, he has insults.
Yeah.
It is insult. Bankum opinion, bankum talk. He has no opinion. It's not like he said, okay, you won't get Rihanna, but I think at your level you may get this guy, so why don't you push for that instead of mention Rihanna or something? Like, no, he was just insulting Stonebwoy for no reason. And then the other guy, the OG guy, I don't know, maybe he has issue with OG, and then he took the opportunity to
and he has a OG Mr. Boy. That thing they pay people.
Yeah.
Oh yes, they wish to be there.
Yeah.
So if they are not there, everything you do to them, they don't see it good.
It's sad, but I don't see it changing. That's the thing. We have people who have Banku opinion like Firestick, and they will still be in the system. Just as I said the other time, sometimes when they see something, we just have to treat it with the contempt that it deserves. Yeah. So that we won't take him serious, or anybody at all won't take them serious. If you have an opinion, yes, express it and let's see whether what you are saying we may disagree with you, but it makes sense. But if you just, your opinion is just insulting Stonebwoy for wishing or stating
having
whatever opinion, come on, it's below the belt. It's sad, but for me, it's also funny because the guy wasn't saying anything, and for reasonable people, he will look like a joke to them. But well, you may have people who will also follow him, not for the good reasons, but because maybe they don't like Stonebwoy.
For amusement purposes.
Yeah.
Well, what do you also say about this? How sometimes we speak out to our talent and what we say about them and their craft.
The way this thing pains me, some people who pose as if they are there to give you solution, yet they even come more empty than you that they think they are coming to give you the solution. The way that thing pains me,
I know how it feels.
They will come get as if they are even going to give you some better alternative. Meanwhile, they come to the bank to bother what you are saying. And that is how they come, as if they are coming to give you a better solution. But they come and you realize, hey, even your own self cry, your own that he is calling baller cry is better than what he's saying. because he is insulting OG that OG suggested Rihanna or Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
But he didn't suggest anybody. Who did he suggest?
Well, I think if you watch the longer video, he mentioned some other names though. I said he actually said Stonebwoy should have gone for those who are actively releasing songs, because to him he thinks Rihanna she's just giving birth at the moment and not thinking music. So because they don't even know that Rihanna is not now paying attention to music, that's why they would mention Rihanna's name.
And who says Rihanna is not paying attention to music?
He is saying.
He?
Yes.
As who?
Rihanna's manager.
Rihanna had a full bump and was still performing. She came to perform at Super Bowl not long ago. Not long ago.
I remember.
Even when she had not released any song. So who, in what capacity are you saying Rihanna is not paying attention to music? Because you've not seen her release song or what? Or you've not seen her perform at any function or any event, so you think she has her mind off music. Then he doesn't even know how musicians think. Like, he has zero idea. A musician that is not even releasing songs still has some huge connection to music. And I tell you, they write every day. So in what capacity is he even saying that? And you see, talk is cheap and bad. Talk is cheap, because like you said, he said he said he came to mention other names that he thinks Stonebwoy can do. But he is there. Stonebwoy has a dream. He was asked, okay, who do you wish to collaborate with? He has thrown his corn. He no call no foul. You that you think
and this thing Stonebwoy has been talking about it long time.
You that you think you have a problem, okay, maybe Stonebwoy, this Rihanna thing that you've been chasing from 1957, I think it is not feasible. It is not possible. You can't do it. I have learned to Asumesi. Let me give you. That is how you talk. Even if you want to insult the person, that is how you talk. Make sure you are giving the person a reasonable solution to the problem that you are spotting. But you just come and so the people that he is mentioning, who is going to bring them for Stonebwoy to collaborate with them? Who? Or he thinks just mentioning collaboration, like the fact that you want to collaborate with somebody, you mention the person's name, no, then the person will come there, you do the song. In fact, even Recross asking Stonebwoy and a crown, Recross asking Stonebwoy is even of more importance than him. Than all the comments he's ever made about this entertainment industry. Oh yes.
So it's Banku.
Oh, this Banku has value. Yes, that's just the small interview is of huge importance than any of his comments that he's ever made. Because as far as I'm concerned, he has not given any development to any artist. Or he's going to say what the interview he had with Sarkodie. Like what? Again,
I hear he's been clothing or styling some of our artists. The last time I checked, I think someone mentioned Mr. Drew also, that he's the one styling Mr. Drew or something like that.
Oh, you people should not bring this conversation. You know what people are doing for artists that are not even considered. People are investing in artists and the artists are going. You are just giving them clothes and you think what?
No, you're not giving styling.
What is styling? You are just giving them clothes. What is styling?
He's working with them. The way you are saying it, as if he is
he
is not doing anything for free.
Whether he is giving it to them for free or not, Chemo, I don't.
He can't give them for free. That's the point.
My own is that even if he's not doing it for them for free, people are doing better things that are not even recognized. So I'm saying that Recross interview with Stonebwoy, even the question that Recross asked Kekenupon is of more importance than the whole session that he did. It's of more importance than that, because as far as I'm concerned, if right now Recross says, okay, we task Recross and you Firestick to bring something, okay, let's take the Rihanna collaboration out. Rihanna is not possible. We task these two people to go and find somebody, another alternative. Who can we bang our hopes on? Firestick. Firestick. Hey, then our industry would dance moonwalk. Moonwalk and be going backwards. This thing here, some of these statements, he just wanted to disrespect Stonebwoy. And that's what he did.
And it is condemnable.
Even if you think it is not possible, even if you think that it is not possible, you have not given him any other authority. I have links to this person, that person. If you are ready, this one, I think this one is readily achievable. So let's target this. That is when we will say you are making sense. But this one there, zero.
It's sad sometimes how some of our people behave in this space. Sometimes it is really, really sad. Meanwhile, these guys are putting in their work, so the talent are really trying. They are in one unfavorable country or area in this world, and they still have to compete with the world. Now think about it. Someone who goes to school in one of the Saito schools, he closes from school and he has to go for farming. Someone is living in air-conditioned classroom, closes from school, and he has a teacher on standby. And you want to go and compete. It's sad. Sometimes someone will say, "Oh, but you guys, it's not even about Shatta." No, this is not about Shatta. This is about Stonebwoy. But like we say, if there is some attacks on your people, and they say, please leave us, and say, leave them. When they leave them, they'll come back to you. And that is what this guy has been doing. I don't know who has been giving him that enabler that he's been doing what he's been doing. Maybe Sarkodie's interview that he allowed himself to do that interview with him. Maybe that has enabled him, empowered him to be doing the things he's doing. But how?
I think his interview with Strongman also destroyed him. I think he was so low down there. Now that he's coming back, Strongman really did a good job.
Oh yes, Strongman fighting. I remember Strongman fighting. Well, you have the main event. Have you seen Medikal in London already?
Yeah.
He's there pushing his O2 Indigo show, and I hear he's been going on some interview rounds and showing to London that indeed I'm coming. He's showing himself to them that Maba, it is sure going to happen. And are these the moves you want to see?
Of course, Brass. I mean, this is his maiden move as far as hosting his personal show in London is concerned. And we know some of these things, you don't just wake up and say, okay, you are even going to use somebody's blueprint. You would still have to do something that will give people reason for them to come.
Yeah.
The fact that, okay, people have been doing events successful in this venue doesn't mean that you can also wake up one time and say, I'm also going to do some. No. You would have to still give people reason. You see, when people even laugh at how do we call it? Some people to say, oh, show only a free show. Why? 130 tickets. I always tell them that, share. You think even doing a free show for people to come, it is easy, eh?
No.
If it is easy, check beer bar Segu. And we will not even get a single beer bar which has collapsed. Oh yes. Because what are they doing in the beer bar that is flourishing that they are not doing there? If it is drinks, they sell there. If it is music, they play there. So why are they patronizing this one and leaving this one? You know that you would still have to give people reason why they have to wake up and come there. And that's it. So when I saw the pictures and the videos like this, I was very happy. I was very happy because aside everything, he is also leaving some blueprints for himself. He is also building some good connections for himself. At least you being on ground will give you so many experience. As event promoters or organizers, sometimes artists fall on you to do certain organizations for them, and they have zero idea on the things that the groundswork, the things that you do on the ground that make some of even their events successful. But when they get involved like this, they move to the people on ground. That is when they will appreciate some of the efforts of event organizers.
Exactly.
So I am happy, at least if not for anything at all. It is going to give him that experience, that exposure, so that tomorrow, should somebody tell you that, oh, Medikal, we want to host a show in your name aside the Indigo, we want to do the proper O2, and say, Medikal, you have to go for this interview, that interview, they will not take it for granted. So me, I am happy, and whichever ways, it will still be an avenue for him to connect with the people on ground. Besides, even if there are people who are going to leave Ghana to the Indigo O2 on that day, it is not going to even be the majority.
Yeah.
It is going to be on a minority, and the people that you are expecting them to come for the show are there. So you can't be here and be running us, especially when it is your maiden show. You need to be on grounds and have a close contact touch with them, and that is what he started. So me, I'll tell him congratulations in advance, and I'll give him big ups for starting such an initiative.
Well, Chamo, what are you also adding to this? Medikal already in London.
It's positive. There's a positive move when you want to do something like this, the one that he wants to do. It's good that you go there, talk to people, and then even you may have a team there, so you strategize with them how you are going to execute it. So I think he's on the right track. I mean, this is the best thing to do. So me, I will wish him all the best, and I think so far so good for him. I think he's doing everything right. So I will not be surprised if the event becomes successful. I mean, and that's what we wish for.
Exactly.
He will be able to do it and even do it again next time. So I think he's doing the right thing. He's getting the right people to advise him, and also coming from him. I think it will go well for me, because this is how it is done. You have to do the groundwork before people
know what is happening on the grounds.
Before people will see what they will say that, oh, it was big, it's successful and all that. You can't just sleep here and one day you just wake up and say, go there and say that you want to do it.
And especially when you've not tried it over time.
So I think he's doing the right thing now, and for me, the success ahead of him is what we are now waiting for. Yes, it will go well because he's doing it right.
If you are to advise him on which of these countries' media he should really focus on between Ghana and UK, what would be your advice? Because I know he's doing some media there, likewise, and he's also going to be in Ghana maybe to the event when he comes back after this trip. And if you have to ask where he should put his money in terms of media promotion, would you ask him to do media in London or media in Ghana?
I think media in Ghana will help more than media in London.
Why do you think so?
Yeah, you see, for them, the restriction and everything, how people get access to their media there is a bit challenging. So people go extra mile to listen to their own stations there and all that. But if he's in Ghana here, they have access to the internet. It's so cheap there, and they will have access to the channels that he wants. So if he's in Ghana and he's coming to a show like Sammy Flex TV or going to Kojo Sheldon or this guy Zion Felix, that's the audience. That's the audience that he's looking for. But he shouldn't take out the media outside there, because he may also want some foreigners to come. And for them, their consumption will not be on our local platform. So he may get other nationals who may also be interested if he's there.
And he can get those people from the other media platforms.
Other media platforms. Not the Ghanaian ones, but for the Ghanaians, even doing it here, you are good. So when he is out there, I think his focus should be reaching out to the other nationals, the Nigerians, the Kenyans, the Congolese, the Gabonese and all that. I think when he is outside there, that should be the focus. But he can get to the Ghanaian audience when he's even here. I think when he's here, he can get to the Ghanaian audience. And the other way is also go to church when you are there. I think it's another. It will be a good
for a secular program.
For sure. They will. Who are those who are going to come? They are the ones who.
The same people.
So you to go to church tell them that you are coming to visit them. After that, you tell them that you have a show coming up. So those who are interested can come. And it will work like magic.
It's true.
It will work like magic. You should try going to the churches, the local churches in there, and see the results. It will work.
Wow. Which of these media places?
I think he should consider both, because both of them comes with its own advantages. Of course, there are certain plugs that you are going to get from here. For me, I think banking, I would even give 40% to this place and 60% there, because of the location of where he's going to do the event. The reason why I'm saying 40% here would be based on the fact that after the event you would need the post PR, and after the event you wouldn't be there, you would have to come here also. So if you are even able to activate it pre and post about 40% here, at least you'll be able to get an appreciable number of people still talking about it even after the event. Then the 60% will be there, because at the end of the day, just try and push more. We know some of the systems may be difficult and you may have certain challenges in reaching some of them. And the target, because the target is not only Ghanaians, definitely there is the possibility, if you are able to push more 60% there, you will get other nationals also coming in. And all those platforms, it shouldn't also be only media. There are schools, there are campuses, there are certain job sites that you can speak to one or two people and enter there and maybe have a word or two with them. Some of these things can be done, because even with the, the Connect album, certain people have done certain posters there that they were able to even help with advertisements and all that. Some of these things shouldn't be taken for granted. It shouldn't only be about the traditional media. Yes, even though it has its power there, but it shouldn't also be about that. Sometimes entering into the campuses and those organizations can also help in some of these promotions. So yes, 60% then 40% here. And I think we'll do magic.
All right, thank you so much, Roland Amate, for that one as well. Now let's see if we can put together some of the rest of the stories before we run away from here. Yesterday, Shatta was live with birthday celebrant Mmefa Sheila, aka She Baby, aka She Shatta. And while the conversation was ongoing, Shatta Wale promised to support our people in the art industry. In this case, Funny Face and Moesha Budon, whose matters have come on top of our tables, that they are in need, or they need some support to be able to survive what is happening around them currently in their lives. Now, I would really want to ask my people that, is this how we should build our industry, so that even when our own is in need, we don't have to go to the banks, we don't have to go to anybody to cry to them. We know we can put our hands in our pocket and the next moment we are helping someone. I would want us to watch the video briefly, and when I come back, we continue with the conversation.
At least every week, there's money coming in. You know, one thing I wanted to do, and maybe on your birthday, I think, you know, your work and pay, and at least every week, there's money coming in. You know, one thing I wanted to do, and maybe on your birthday, I think we need to establish it so people would know. You know, I'm just saying a whole lot of situations like in the country, you know, for example, you know, like Funny Face is like a brother to me. Yes. Moesha is also a sister to me. Oh, wow. I'm trying to get like 2 cars that at least would, you know, take care of their situations for like 6 months, you know.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That is.
I salute you.
Wow, that's nice.
Well done, King.
Well done. That's what I'm saying.
Well done.
So that is what is right now. That is what I'm planning to do. That's why I'm putting it in place. So I've told Sammy Flex, we need to call Moesha's team. We need to call Funny Faces, you know, team too as well, and talk to these. You know, I'll dedicate like that company to support. It makes sales like. It makes 1,000 to sometimes 800 cities, but I believe if we can get them like that weekly.
Oh yeah, it goes a long way. It goes. That's good.
You know, sometimes that's why I tell people that what I'm doing might not look good in front of certain people, but we know what we are experiencing. And if I'm making it, I don't have to lie to God. I don't have to lie to my fans. You know? So I'm also trying in my small possible way to also help the community where I'm from. Because from Funny Face, from Moesha, these are entertainment people, but we don't have anybody, you know, spearheading this entertainment bus for us to live the way we want to live. That's why everybody's complaining. But if God has given us this opportunity, you guys are also pushing Shaxi for me, you are supporting it. Anyhow, I think we need to also extend that thing to people, for people to understand that yes, we've established
this is the best. This really
this is actually good.
Well, so that was a conversation that ensued between Shatta and his followers, especially the UK-based followers, SM fan base in the UK. Yesterday was Sheila Emefa's birthday. She Shatta, happy belated birthday to her. And this conversation came up, and I've seen some of the blogs picking up stories already out there, and I'm asking that should we position our industry this way so that we as creatives, talent, we will be good to the extent that when other people or when another person within us is in need, we can go ahead to support. Because in this case, Funny Face, Moesha, we've heard their recent stories, especially Moesha, whose story is not looking good. Personally, today I spoke with their brother, and though he tells us she is recovering, obviously to me the past days have not been the best. And I'm asking, is this how we have to position ourselves, like Shatta's business he wants to support and other stuff? Chamo, should we position ourselves this way?
Yeah, this is the way to go, but unfortunately you don't even have two people like Shatta. So even if this is how you want to position ourselves, it won't work. It will not be the best way, because it's only Shatta that I know who has a business running like the way it is running, and he wants to use his business to help. Apart from Shatta, do you have any musician or even an entertainer who has a business like that? I know some of them, they have restaurants and some shops, boutique and all that, but not a company like Shatta's own. So if you go that way, it won't work. A lot of them will go hungry. But I think what we can take from it is that they should also, or the entertainers in general, should also position themselves in such a way that when they are in trouble, they can fall on it. Like Shatta starting a business with Shaxi. You cannot, maybe you cannot start a business like Shaxi, but you can also have a restaurant or a boutique or a shop or something. What it means is that you can't only rely on the money that you get from your craft. Okay. That's what it means. You can't only rely on that, because in that case you are working directly and getting money from it. Okay. So if something happens to you and you can't work again, that's the end of you. So we should be looking for alternatives to the things that we do. If we are making money, at the time that we are making money, we have to be investing in other things that we can rely
profitable
on,
ventures,
when we are in trouble. But what Shatta has done, I think, is really, really something that we have to, commend him. Okay. He has really, really done well. And the way, I'm happy because of the way that he wants to do it. It's not like he just wants to take some money from his pocket or his bank account and give it to them. It makes me happy. He's using the business out of the business running, get something from it. It's so positive. Like, it's telling us that, Charlie, the guy says that if you have a business running, you can take care of yourself, or it can cushion you to some extent. It's symbolic. Okay. Because the money that he's proposing, I bet you, I think Shatta can just take that money from his bank account and say, take it. But he wants to generate it through doing business. And it's so positive. I think that's where the whole thing is. It's not even about him giving the because when you look at the general picture of him, let me work to support you. It's positive. So we should take something from what Shatta is doing. He is not saying that I'm going to take money from my bank account or I'm going to take money from somewhere else and give it to you. No. I'm going to work through my business. I'm going to support you. Through my business, I'm going to support you. Just to tell you that you need to do something to get some of the needs that you want.
Fact.
Some of the needs that will help you in life. You need to work for them. You need to work for it. And Shatta is showing us example.
How to do it.
How to do it. He's giving us an example. He's not just saying that, yes, you can just be lazy down there and when you are in trouble, I'll come and give you money. He's saying that I'll work and support you. So you, if you are working for yourself or if you have something going, you can also support yourself or support others. That's the message that I get from the gesture that Shatta is
showing.
And I think it's so positive that we have to commend him for what he is doing. And Funny Face and Moesha, I think they will be grateful and going forward. Yes, sometimes you make mistakes and then there are other opportunities coming your way. You just find a way to take advantage of it. I think with the Shatta's gesture, for Funny Face in particular, for Moesha, I think she's sick, so she can't do much. But I think Funny Face can do more than the gesture coming his way. I think the team should sit down and look at a way
and be strategic about it,
and look at the way of even collaborating with Shatta in his quest of doing business to help him. Also help for the business to help himself. They can collaborate in a way that Shatta is doing his business to help him. But he can also do something for even for the business
to also help him.
To move to the next level to help himself. And I wish that the team will sit down and come out with a strategy to even collaborate with Shatta in a way that the business will even generate more income for Funny Face to also benefit.
Well, very well said. Get that going.
As I mean, when I see creatives in this industry going to the aid of their brothers and sisters, or even some people who are not even in this industry, it really gets to me. Because for you to be a creative and a successful one in this industry, it is not easy. It is not child's play.
Never.
So sometimes when we see people down like that, some of us, we understand. Yes, sometimes life choices may send certain people to certain places, but generally when we see our brothers and sisters in certain places, some of them, we understand how it feels or how the person got there. And if you understand that in that manner and you understand life very well, there are certain things that it will push you for you to do naturally, and especially if you have that heart. And Shatta obviously has exhibited one of them. In fact, he understands it. He's been there. He's been through it, through all the phases of the industry, including being successful, and he knows how it feels like. I believe he's not just doing this because he wants to do charity. No, he wants to do this because he knows how it feels. And you see, the manner in which he is doing this says a lot. Like Chemo said, it is coming from a place. It is coming from a place that you should be able to appreciate. Because this is a young institution that he is devoting to you. And he is not devoting the company in entirety to you. This is a portion for every. So tomorrow, if you should also stand on your feet and is also able to gather something and pushing for yourself, if somebody also fall in that manner, you would also have a,
in a position
because and I also want to send this out that this particular move is not going to be applicable to everybody. As in, Shatta cannot help everybody in the industry. That is what I also want people to understand, because after this, we know certain people would also come. Oh, now what about Asumisi here? What about Obenti? And this person, you did it for this person, you did not do it for that person.
Big man was doing cookout and didn't support.
You didn't support. let's allow people to do what they want to do. That's why when people ask me, oh, should people go and help Moesha and all that, I tell you, no, it is not in my place to tell somebody to go and help somebody. It is not in my place. There are certain people who have the heart, who were built like that. There is nothing you can do about it. Even if you stop them from doing good, before you realize, you wake up tomorrow and they've done something that you use if it will blow your mind away. And he is teaching people how to fish, rather than just telling people when somebody is hungry, give them fish. It is out of work that he is doing this. So tomorrow, if not for anything at all, there are certain people that they are not in the shoes of Funny Face, so neither are they in the shoes of Moesha, but they will play the business stance so that at least more people can also benefit. Because even when you check the vision of the company itself as Shagzy, it aligns with what this particular move perfectly. As in, it's being built to support the people.
Wow.
In fact, we know the hardship that we are all in. We know our system.
The one the chief inspector said. Chief inspector
No. We know. So when we are doing things, let's do it according to how our system is built. And that is how Shagzy is built. So I would just say big ups to the CEO for such a beautiful move. And whoever would also want to support this is through the company. So if you want this to extend to other people, the company is open anytime, any day for such business conversations in order to affect lives positively every day as we are doing. So big ups to the CEO and also to the people who are receiving this gesture. I wish and pray that by the end of this exercise, we will all come out and say glory to God and glory to whoever was able to do this and make this possible, and that we have revived again. It is not just about falling, it is about rising when you fall, and that is what humanity is about.
Hallelujah. Amen. Now let's do this to close. Just about some 2 minutes. I've chanced on an interview of Shaggy, who is saying that to him Afrobeat developed from dancehall, or better still, Afrobeat came from dancehall, because Africans have been doing dancehall all this while. So if today they are doing Afrobeat, then they should understand that it obviously came from dancehall. Meanwhile, I know when you come to the people who are really doing the Afrobeat, they're also saying it came from, or it evolved from high life and the indigenous sounds in Africa. High life from Ghana, indigenous sounds from Nigeria, and all those things. Now I'm confused. Are we going to take Afrobeat as sounds from Africa, that is the high life from Ghana, and some of the juju music and other beats from Nigeria, or it is from dancehall? Like, where is this Afrobeat conversation going again? I thought it was the end of it until I chanced on this particular interview. Let's watch it briefly. We'll come back, and in 2 minutes we close from here.
Reggaeton, which comes from dancehall. If you listen to reggaeton, which is a $1 billion industry, reggaeton, which comes from dancehall. If you listen to reggaeton, which is a $1 billion industry, all right, or genre, I should say, they're still on that dancehall beat,
Right.
right? The beat itself, the reggaeton beat, is called dembow.
Dembow, yeah.
Yep.
That comes from Shabaran's dembow.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Afrobeat is kind of a spin-off. In Africa, I used to go to Africa and play the stadiums every year. It was just like a clockwork. You know, Uganda, Kenya, Tanzania, the Congos, stadiums. Most of African, what was played in Africa at the time as their main music was dancehall. So Afrobeat is kind of from dancehall.
Absolutely.
And it's inspired by it.
Which one we are closing?
Yeah. Oh, I think Shaggy, he's too late too.
He's late.
Yeah, very late in adding his voice to this conversation. I mean, Afrobeat definition, various definitions that people have give. I mean, you won't get dancehall anywhere. I think if he can even get closer, it will be the jazz part of it. I mean, jazz is outside, it's not more like our tradition. But those who are doing Afrobeat borrowed it. I mean, you can feel the jazz part in Fela Kuti's songs.
Yeah.
So if you talk about Afrobeat, you are talking about high life music, you are talking about jazz, you are talking about juju music kind of flavor. So dancehall, yes, Ghanaians or Africans in general, we love dancehall. But now it's fading off. As he said, yes, they used to come here and play dancehall music and people will enjoy it. I mean, some of our musicians, they call themselves dancehall artists. So he's not wrong saying that Africans love dancehall music. But unfortunately for him, Afrobeat and dancehall connection is the only way you can connect it is the artists calling themselves dancehall, not the songs. I mean, I can't see the connection there. But some artists calling themselves dancehall artists. I think at one point, even Burna Boy was calling himself dancehall.
Yeah, he was a dancehall artist.
Yes, the same way Shatta, Wale, Stonebwoy, and others. I will not be surprised even if the likes of
Dr. Rankin themselves Dr.
Rankins and others were even calling themselves that. And I also remember the collaborations between Two-Face, Roger Raston, and Benny Man. Yeah, that dancehall connection is there. And Africans, majority of African countries, they love dancehall music. But there's no connection between dancehall and Afrobeat. So he's late to suggest that Afrobeat is coming from dancehall.
Oh, you are closing
this conversation there. I'm sure I'll leave it to our Nigerian brothers and sisters.
Oh, Nigeria, Jaga.
No, yes, you see, for where he's coming from, definitely you understand. I mean, Raga had a toll or had a huge influence in Africa. That you can't take it away from it. But in fact, with the involvement of African sounds, Raga, having its effect was just out of reggae, of which Raga came through, which was coined into dancehall, and that was what was felt in Africa. But before that, when you check really the indigenous sounds and how it was even fused into the Raga system, you would realize that it was coming from a totally different background, and it just came to meet Raga because that was the order of the day. It's just like rap, it's just like hip hop, where now Afrobeat or people who do Afrobeat now mix with, let's say, Amapiano and hip hop beats. That's how it is. It doesn't mean that Afrobeat was derived from hip hop. No, but now we have trap beats which are mixed with Afro sounds. We have Amapiano sounds which are mixed with Afro sounds. All these sounds, should somebody come and say, oh, Afrobeat was derived from Amapiano, it is definitely a mistake. There will definitely be a mistake somewhere. Or Afrobeat was derived from hip hop, there will definitely be a mistake somewhere, because these are two separate genres. Especially when you want to check their backgrounds. You understand? So yes, for him, I think he's talking because of the background that he has. But if we should open up the conversation, then you know that even when it comes to the composition of the Afrobeat sounds, it comes way before the Raga. It comes way before the Raga. Yes, at a point there was a fusion of the Raga in the Afro sounds, but it doesn't mean that Afro sounds was derived from the dancehall, which is the Raga system. No, it was a total different sound that came to merge, because obviously sounds are things that you need to get varieties, and sometimes you would want to merge certain sounds. So that's it. But for the conversation that he's starting there, I don't think now, for the way we've inked the definition power of Afrobeat, this one will be very difficult to enter. Yes, maybe there were so many dancehall artists or Raga artists in that particular era of during an era, and that is what probably would influence him. And when he looks at the system now, most of them are doing Afro sounds. most of them are doing Afro sounds. So he would say that, okay, these are the same people doing this, and these are the same people doing this particular one currently. So definitely it is out of that influence which is making them do this. No. If you should open it up, you realize that it was coming from a total different place. So where the definition has been inked there, it has been written on stones and tombs. It will be very difficult for us to go and clean it and add that song.
It's the same like the Ghana Nigerian jollof, but we are all admitting that the jollof came from Senegal. We know Senegal is somewhere, but they come no close. The same way Afrobeat is between Ghana and Nigeria. That thing nobody can come. It's Ghana, Nigeria.
That one, yeah, we will collaborate and fight it. When we finish, then we come and open it up and fight our own. But when somebody wants to enter like that, there,
it's too late. It's too late for Shaggy to go that direction. Yeah.
Well, Shaggy, they are saying it's too late. It's too late. I wait, maybe I'll be fine. Special thanks to Team Dodi Solomon, Chemo, Roland Amate, and of course, I told you right after this, then I'll recap. Let me say thanks to Mr. Frederick Apia, one of our strongest supporters in France. He told us that this Friday he wants us to chill, so he sent us a full load of drinks from France all the way to our office, and our fridge is looking so bright. So we are closing. Don't advise us.
If you have any advice,
as you are closing, it's Friday is a holiday, please don't advise us. We know what to do. Monday we'll meet again, but there will be more videos here for you to enjoy as well. My name is Sammy Flex. Let me say thanks once again to Digital Rasta Currency for doing our camera for us, Richie Flex, editor director of our shows, and to you, thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe to us and know that this program we do it with you. Share your opinion and let's run away. My name is Sammy Flex. I'll see you when I see you. We're out of here. Bye bye.